was born in California.
You was born.
Yes,
Okay.
to a two-parent household. My mom and my dad. We grew up. I think my first 3 years of life. I think I was born in California. And my dad was in the military, so we ended up moving to Germany for about 3 years. And after
Nice.
that, we came back to a couple of different bases that we went to. They based on where he was stationed at. But we initially ended up landing in Texas, Killeen, Texas, and that's where I grew up. And most of my foundation, my roots were pretty much at me. I have a brother, I have a sister. I'm the oldest,
You the
and
oldest.
yeah, we were there till about maybe I was about maybe 10 or 11. My parents got a divorce when I was about 11. So of course we naturally went with our mom. My mom said her kids weren't hood enough. We were like army brat kids. So we were kind of like we were real green when it comes to, I guess black power type deal. We weren't those type of kids. So I grew up in places where everybody of all different races. So all black experience was different for me. But as my mom and dad were both from the same city. So yeah. So after we moved, I think about 11, 12, 10 or 11, we moved to Michigan. And that's
Oh,
where I
that's
grew
you
up.
been. Oh, that's where you were raised in Michigan.
I was raised in Michigan.
Oh, what up though?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Was it? Oh wait, was it? Were you from Detroit or no?
I'm from Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay. Where's
So
that?
I always say Detroit because I don't like explaining, but since we're doing an interview, I can explain it to you. So Detroit is on there's the mitten. Detroit is here and Muskegon is here, and they share the same highway right across.
Oh, okay. So it's like a borderline. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
it's Highway
all right.
96. 96 it ends 96 East ends in Detroit and 96 West ends in Muskegon.
Okay. Don't you start, Roland. Don't
You
you
already know he
start.
about to start.
You know.
Thank y'all for coming.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So okay. Cool beans. And so and I want to talk about your relocation to Atlanta, by the way. But put a
Absolutely.
bookmark that one
Oh
because
yeah.
we still on childhood. Now you said you're the oldest. By how many years?
I am we're stair step kids.
Oh,
One
you said
year.
so.
We're all
Oh,
one
about
year
1 year.
apart.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, okay. All right. So, oh, you said it's somebody Miss McDade said it was it's country as heck in
She
Muslim.
that's my best friend. Don't pay her no mind.
Yeah, I've
She
seen
likes to
Nikki
bully
McDade
me.
and I've seen her around.
She's a
Yeah.
bully.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but I just want to get more of your memories though, because I want to
Mhm.
know what kind of cartoons did y'all watch, and
Oh,
did you have did you have to share the TV? You said that y'all was army brats, so how were you kept grounded? Was your father still part of your life after the divorce? So give us some of that.
right. So growing up as kids, like I said, us being stair step kids, we're all pretty much. I mean, people thought my mom was pregnant. They felt like she was pregnant for 3 years straight.
Triplets. Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
basically like triplets.
Irish triplets. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we all pretty much watched the same thing. I think as my little brother, the youngest, he's probably the only one that probably he got in. He was really into anime. So
Ah. Mm-hmm.
luckily, anime didn't come on
Mm-hmm.
with the rest of the shows that we watched, so he kind of like had that. That was just one thing he had to himself. But for the rest of us, all three of us, we said X-Men was our thing. We watched the animated series in the 90s. Of course, Animaniacs, Rugrats, the
Ah,
normal stuff that
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that most of us watched it that as we're all 80s babies, so we all watched the same things growing up, so the Tick, our real monsters, those are some of our favorites.
Yes.
So we didn't really have to do like so. It was pretty easy to share. We only had like of course one TV. Well, we had other TVs in the room, but that was usually for us to like play our video games. But
Okay.
as far as the one the cable was connected to, that was in the living room, and we would sit there Saturday mornings, cereal, and that was pretty much it. So that was great.
Yes.
It was cool at first. I think that been the fact that we all have the same mother and father. They were married, but one thing I think we didn't like is we didn't notice they argued a lot to the point to where sometimes the arguments got real heated. And we were like,
Mm.
most people be like, no, mommy and daddy don't get a divorce, and we weren't them kids. We like, look, I need
That's
peace
what's
up in
good.
this
Yeah, right.
thing.
What was best
If
for you? Like,
don't
if,
try that for the sake of the
yeah,
kids thing. If
y'all
y'all
don't
can't
need to
get
get together
along,
for us. Don't do it for us, please.
because I mean, I don't know about how most people, but as us, we're thinking like, dang, two kids. So if daddy move here, mom move here, we got two places we can kind of go back and forth to. That's kind of like we was like clearly y'all don't like each other, and that's fine.
Right.
So
And
don't
that's
do it
not
on
help.
our account.
Yeah.
Separate.
I
So,
hear an echo call. Do you hear an echo?
hello.
Do you hear an echo?
No, I don't.
No?
Is
Oh man, maybe I may have just put myself on mute while you talk. Um,
is it me now? I don't know.
testing, testing. Okay, I don't hear it anymore. Okay,
That
I
might
don't
be
hear it
mine.
anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. No, I want. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you if you wanted to stream on your end as well. I'm sorry. Do you want to do
No,
that?
that's what I'm fine. I'm
Oh,
fine.
okay. Yeah,
Look,
I'm
look, I still got my work shirt on. I literally came right here, sat down, and said, "Click, let's go."
okay, I just
Wow, like
yeah.
I just threw my badge off. Just like, look, let's hurry up. I'm
Wow.
late.
We're gonna get into that too. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, that whole thing. So now I want to ask you. Well, I did ask you already. What was the relationship with your father after divorce? Was he still present in your lives?
Yes and no. So of course, when they got a divorce, there was like this. I would have to say like a child support thing that came on. We stayed in Texas, and my mom she moved us to Michigan. So he'll send us stuff like our birthdays and stuff, and every now and then because he wasn't like he did like always send a car put some money in it. So he was around, but it was like he one of those like, hey, how you doing? Grade's going right, all right, pretty good. So I think once I got older, well, I guess we're gonna get into that because I'm gonna tell you where things went a little haywire. But like all the way from like when the divorce happened up until I got to high school, it was like a check-in type deal. It was always checking. I wasn't like a relationship, but it was a
Right.
check-in type
But I
deal.
wanted to call, can you give your perspective on why you think that was? Because I know a lot of times as parents, and even I'm just kind of exclude the divorce real quick because
Mhm.
I'm just give you some real stuff here, some
Right,
rawness that I don't think a lot of people do. Because when it comes to parenting, we always got to be politically correct when it comes to that. And a lot of
right,
times, a lot of us, and I'm not going to speak for your parents. I don't know. I wasn't there, but a lot of times we resent the idea of parenting, even though we have to do it out of obligation.
right.
Sometimes is something that we're not, really keen on, but we have to do it out of obligation.
Mhm.
Was that? Do you think? I'm just giving you, just kind of give you a reference
Right.
point of what I'm thinking here. It don't
Yeah.
have to be your situation, but I'm just wondering, in your perspective, why do you think your father maintained such a distance, from you, even and despite the relocation stuff,
Mhm.
because geographic should not be a factor,
It should not.
right? So right, so
So,
give me your perspective.
very great question. I actually had to deal with a little bit of that, and some of the same questions I had when I was in therapy that I still need to go back. Shout out to them, but the little time that I was in there, a few years, did help out a lot. So, yeah, that was one of the things that I think I struggled with in my adulthood, which is why I started therapy. Because I'm looking like I have some
Yes.
deep-rooted issues that I really need to think and really need to tackle, and that was one of them. Why my dad wasn't as private as like present as he
Was it?
felt like he should have been. But after talking to family members and then getting the background and history. My dad didn't really have a father present in his life, and I don't think he really knew how to be a parent. He was a very young parent, and for he's like for what is he, a boomer? He's born in the '60s. What is that?
A baby boomer?
Yeah, I think he might be a baby boomer.
Maybe. I think so. Yeah.
So affection just wasn't really a thing with them. Like they didn't like to, hug their kids. They didn't want to show, signs of femininity. Like they had to be, you gotta be tough around everybody. Like my dad didn't really tell me that he loved me till I was grown, like 30s grown. The first time I
Go
ever heard my
figure. I
dad
mean,
say
that
that
and I'm
he
saying,
loved me.
Carl, that goes back to, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I know,
I know what you're trying to get
yeah,
to.
I'm trying to avoid the offensive part because that,
Mhm.
because you're growing well. So of course that,
Yeah,
that plays a part. But I'm like, wait, but I'm thinking that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the resentment part because it's like, some parents don't want to be a part of the
right,
process when it comes to raising your children. Even though I
right,
understand not having um
right,
that parental figure in their lives,
right.
I get that. But at the same time, but that does that still mean that you had the desire to be a parent, or you felt like you was put in that position,
Right.
or you were obligated to be a parent? And so once your parents got divorced, I think he felt relief, maybe.
I'm not no see, and that's the thing about because as a
Yeah,
like you gotta realize as a
I'm
kid.
trying to word this. But I can't
No,
help
you're
but
right.
being
I know
offended.
exactly what you're getting at. But
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
where I have the issue at is the fact that, like, let's say when they were married and we were under one household, like I was a very feminine kid. So it's like
Okay.
everybody knew I was gay as a kid.
Hmm.
So the person that was the hardest for me about my sexuality was my mother. My daddy never gave me flack about it at
Really?
all.
Oh,
And
wow.
I
Okay.
never knew anything about it. My mother was just like she was one of them "Imma beat it out of you" type of person. My dad
Oh,
wasn't like that. So even the
mhm.
fact that he was distant, I think it bothered me because of the fact that my dad really was the type of person that really accepted me for who I was, and it didn't really matter. I was his son, it didn't matter. I'm his junior, so it didn't really matter to him. But my
Okay.
mom was just my mom was very homophobic, and I didn't realize
Really?
until I got older what homophobia was till I got older.
It's
And
so
I figured like it
funny.
was my mom.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Yeah,
even
but you know
realize
what
it.
is so funny, Carl? Because I was just listening to a discussion about this same thing. I think it was just today, actually,
Mm-hmm.
about how parents, and I think a lot of times, with the homophobia comes in at when it comes to parents, it's not
Mm-hmm.
directed towards you. It's because they project
Yeah,
onto
they
themselves
project.
because they feel like they did something wrong, or what did I do to make you this way? Why, did I allow you to play with dolls too much, or did I,
Right.
or did I, it's an ego trip when it comes,
Right.
And I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Was she one of those parents that wanted to pray it out of you? You said beat it out of you. Did
She
you,
was
you
beat
mean
it
that
out of me.
literally?
Yeah. But yeah, I was out of my entire family, I was the church goer. So I was a kid I went to church on my own, like
Really?
by myself as a
What
kid
made
by
you decide to
myself.
go?
Um, I just thought like I just wanted to get a close relationship to God. I think what happened was I was at the door when I think I was playing outside one day, ran inside. I remember like it was yesterday. I don't know why I remember this. I was outside, went to go get some water because you couldn't run out that many times. So I went in and come out, and I guess when I was coming out the door, two Jehovah's Witnesses were outside.
Mhm.
And my mom, I don't think my mom was there because that was a thing back then. And they came to the door and asked me, the famous question, do you know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And I'm looking like,
Mhm.
no, not really. And they start talking, and like I'm always been an inquisitive child, so I'm like, well, tell me about it.
You want
So they told,
you wanted to talk to them?
yeah. So I asked. Well, you
You
could
want to
tell I
talk
was a
to
kid.
them?
I was like everybody asks about my personality. I've always been a friendly, very can talk
Right,
to anybody type
right.
person. That's as you can see, that's been that way since I was a kid. So as they start talking about it, and they start telling me like stories from the Bible and stuff, and they was like, you know what, we're gonna give you this pamphlet. And how would you like if we stop by here on Sunday or I think it was Saturday,
Mm.
one of them days, and we just talk about it. And then my mama would, of course, my mama went home. And then one day I think they came Jehovah's Witness come knock the door, and she doing what most people do, like, don't you answer that though. And I'm like, no, they came here for me. I'm like a 10.
Nobody's home.
And my mom looking like, what? Like, what the heck you mean they coming for you? Like, yeah, I invited them. I talked to them like a couple days ago and I told them to come back so we can have Bible study. She like, you have a Bible study. I'm like, yeah. So I wanted to know. And ever since then, like even we moved to Michigan, this was in Texas. When I moved
Okay.
to Michigan, I just found a church and I used to go on my own. To the fact that my sister started
Wow.
coming with me, my brother, even mama came at least once because she wanted to know you go
Like,
to
what is this
church
all
like
about?
by yourself
Yeah.
every Sunday. Like, let me go see what this about. Because why are you going here? So
Wow,
that
that's
was it. I wanted to put
yeah,
on my
I
suit
like
and tie
that.
and clap my
Yes.
tambourine.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know it on my own as well. I just started to go. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yes, but thank you for sharing that because
Mm-hmm.
most children don't even think about church. So
Exactly.
give
Why
me your
she
experience.
said that.
Let's take it there. Like since we in the church, because because we hear a lot about Black church stuff, but
Right. Uh-huh.
I want your direct experience though. Not everybody else is yours. Give
Great.
me your
That's
experience.
great question. So when I did the Jehovah's Witness stuff, it was great, but it was a point where I was like, okay, I'm tired of doing this every Sunday. I was a kid, so like I did it for a couple of months. I'm like, I kind of want to go out and play. I don't do it no more. And it was like, okay, fine. If you want to do it again, call us. Let's go. Let's that be it. So when
Oh,
I
good. No
first,
pressure. Good,
yeah,
good.
there was no pressure. So they were cool. Two older people loved them down. Don't remember. I remember them like it was yesterday, but I'm sure they passed away by then. They were older when I was a kid. But I when we moved to Michigan, I started going to Black churches because of course this is an all Black place. And I went to Black churches, they were there so long. And I hated that as a kid. So it was this little
Mhm.
lady, her name was Denise Shear. She's a pastor. She had it was called Bethlehem Church, literally walking distance from my grandmother's house. And she was a white, like she would praise the Lord. It wasn't that white music that you used to hear. It was kind of soulful a little bit. I said, huh. But she was in the hood, so I'm like, that's probably why. But it was just like it was Black people and white people, it was a mixed church. They would literally start at 10 o'clock and be done like 11 o'clock on the dot. If people were going over by at 10:50, it's like clock. We out at 11. You might have a
Mhm.
little snack downstairs, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. That
You ain't wait a minute, you ain't get no chicken dinner. You ain't get no chicken dinner. There
I'm
was a
getting there.
lady there.
That
There was
came later.
okay, I'm about to say it's gotta be
Yeah,
a big breasted woman somewhere with the meat on
yeah.
the ankles. It gotta be.
Mhm.
It's okay. I'm
So
about to say
but
I'm
see,
way at that experience.
she was running the show at the time. So yeah, you get your little
Okay.
snack and thing, then you go
Right.
home.
You get you
I
going.
got
Okay.
my Lord for the day, and that was it. But as
That was it. Yeah.
we start going, the church start building. Then we start getting Black people coming in. You got Black pastors start guest pastoring, and that's when the chicken dinners and the macaroni and cheese start going on in the
Yes.
basement, and the
Yes.
services got longer. And then we got 2 part 3, and then we had the celebrations. And I say, yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here. But
Yeah.
it's been so nice, but
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah, what it
They were
somebody
Baptist,
asked.
actually. They were Baptist.
Oh, because they asked us whether
Yeah, they
Pentecostal.
were Baptist.
Oh, Baptist. Okay, same
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. So
You know,
I
in
was
certain
glad I
ways.
found a place. I'm like, y'all black people came in and ruined everything for my little white church. Y'all done ruined my little white church. Now they get their tambourines. They got the church choir. So y'all see, look, y'all done turned it into a club.
Yo, church, oh,
Y'all done
they got the
turned my church into a club.
camouflage.
I'm like, here we are, I guess.
Right, exactly. But yeah, but that experience. But what did it? What did you to this day, Carl? What does one of the main key fact? I'm sorry. What are the key things that you took from church that you carry with you?
Awesome question. And one of the, I think about spirituality. I
Okay.
got a good relationship, like talking to God and stuff in that situation. Like a lot of my friends, they think I'm such a heathen, but they don't understand like how deep rooted in church I was before they met me. So like I did Bible study every Sunday. I was like, I just got a relationship with God. I used to literally sit, I pray. I still to this day pray every night. Like, I thank God for everything. I pray for food. Like I've
Yes.
gotten out of practice as I've gotten older, which is so bad. But as like we're talking about
It
childhood,
will never leave you. It never leaves you.
right? It never leaves you. Like when we
I
get
know.
talking about, like I can have some really serious conversations when it comes to spirituality because you go to so many churches and you get so many different things. Like in my life, I've been through so many different churches um throughout my lifetime, and I just learned what I've learned is that some churches aren't of that of God, and I had to learn to have a relationship with Him for myself because
Yes.
some of these churches they're not here for the Lord. And I
You're
had to
right.
learn that sometimes
Yes,
the
and
hard way.
you will learn that. That's why, like,
Yeah,
I'm so glad you said that. You know, build your own relationship. And it's so funny. My
exactly.
pastor was just talking about this past Sunday about finding out. Using your own discernment. And
Right.
finding and getting your relationship with God. You could know God. What did he say? He quoted. It was a profound statement that he made. He said that you could know of God, but not know God. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I feel
So
like it's important for
yeah,
everybody to get their own relationship with Him. I feel like the relationship I have with God gets me out of a lot of situations. Like
yes.
I have had a pretty difficult upbringing after like we'll
Mhm.
get, I'm sure because you've been asking the questions, so I'm sure we're gonna get there.
Yes, we will. We
But
will.
yeah, I feel like God
Mhm.
kept me out of a lot of stuff. The reason why I'm still here 40 years later, because I'm 40. So
Amen.
I've been
Mm. Oh,
here.
oh, true. Man, you better toilet. All
Listen.
right now. Yeah, but what is your favorite Bible verse?
Actually, it is the Lord's Prayer that I have tatted right here on my arm.
Well, give it to us. For us.
This is Psalms 23. The Lord lies me down green pastures I shall not want. I walk through the valley. That's my favorite one. So
That's not how it goes.
yeah, it's somewhere. I didn't read so many versions.
You know,
Everybody that's why I got to tell it on
I
me.
was
I'm like,
gonna, I was gonna do it with you.
I have read King James version.
Right.
Like every time I do it, it's so many
I,
different versions of it. I
I
was
was gonna
like,
be in
the
sync
Green
with you.
Pastures one. I
Yeah,
just
I
like
was
it.
gonna, yeah, I was gonna do
I was
it with
like,
you.
child, don't ask me
Anticipated.
to quote,
I'm
please. I
like,
said, when they asked me, I show my arm. Like, please do not. I do not. Don't
come
ask me
on, Carl,
for it. I
come on,
don't remember.
I'm gonna help you out. The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall
I
not
shall
want.
not want.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me lie down in green pastures.
See that one?
He leading me beside the still waters. Come on, he restores my soul. Come on. He
Yeah.
leading me in the path of
Hold on, I'm gonna
righteousness for
read
his name's sake.
it.
Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of
Of
death?
death. Yeah,
I fear no evil.
that one.
But thou walk with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
See, you better. See,
I
you know.
mean, God,
Hallelujah. Somebody
God
say.
has prepared the table before me for
Oh, you know
presence
the
of my
whole thing.
enemies.
I don't. I didn't got the whole thing. Okay, I got like the first three.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life,
I know
and I
that's
will
right.
dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Ah,
Amen,
hallelujah.
amen,
Okay,
amen, amen, amen,
that's what I'm
amen.
talking about. Look, Nikki, the weather, Nikki, is about all I got. That's about all I know. Walk through the valley of the shadow. That's all I know. But that is,
Yeah, well, thank you for ad-libbing. I mean, at least you gave me
yeah.
some ad-libs,
I can give land lib, but that's about it. That's why I said I'm just gonna tat it on there like it's that one. Look, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I'm surprised I remember it too. So even think of
Look, yeah. So,
yeah,
but thank
but
you
yeah,
for
but
blessing us with
yeah,
that.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you as well. Thank you as well. So Carl, let's get into the elementary and junior high school phase because we don't
Okay.
talk about it much. And I always tell a lot of my guests that
Yes.
we need to really get
Unpack
into
that.
that because we don't, that's not always acknowledged enough. We don't talk about the
Hmm.
elementary, junior high school because they think high school and beyond is more pivotal. No, the level of
Yes.
self-discovery starts at elementary, junior high because, like I say in my interviews, that we talk about puberty, our hormones, our
Right.
our interactions with other students. We developing our social skills. We humping in the staircase. We're trying to get a feel of, not just academia alone, but we're getting into different organizations. We're learning
Right.
more about ourselves. We're getting into like clubs and sports. And so I need for you to give us the elementary and junior high school of it all. What are your memories there?
Memories there was a culture shock for me because of course I when we moved to Muskegon, I was like 11, 12. I was actually starting middle school.
Oh, you just
So
okay.
yeah, I was literally leaving elementary and I was starting middle school in Michigan. So it's different because I'm used to seeing
So
black,
what was
white,
elementary school?
Chinese, black as a
Yeah, give
melting
us
pot.
yeah, share that transition from us. That's good. That's
Yes,
good.
that's what I was used to. So when I got to
Yeah.
Muskegon, all black, like that's it. And I learned the difference. Mixed
What is
kids. What I've learned is that when you're in a mixed environment, like kids are a lot friendlier. Them
mm,
black schools, whew, that
true,
was
true.
rough.
I agree. I agree.
Oh, it was rough. It was a culture shock for me because I was like I told you about the Jehovah's Witness. I'm Mr. Friendly,
Mhm.
and I got out a lot of that really quickly. I'm in that cover like, hi, my name is Carl, and they're like,
Get out
okay.
of here. Get out of my face. Like,
Like if you
so,
don't get out my
like,
face, I'm gonna be
so.
like, huh, this is new. So that was a culture shock. It was different for me. Like and then just a little tidbit. My sister, when we were in Texas, she had a hard time. Like she was bullied with the mixed
Mm,
kids. Like so, she was had the opposite. Me, the tables turned. When we were elementary, I was Mr. Popular, and she was the one bullied and stuff. We got to the black place. My sister always been hood.
mm,
Apparently,
mm.
that's where she reigned. When she got around all her people, yeah, she was
Oh,
Miss
wow.
Popularity after that. Me,
Ain't that
I was the
true?
one having a tough time then because they did not mess with me at all. So yeah,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
she loved it, but me, I was having a miserable time. Yeah, I was bullied. Then of course I had a little sugar in my tank, so that
Ah.
didn't help out any.
And you know what, Carla? Also think that as we get older, we kind of because we're more more judgy at certain periods
Hmm.
in our lives. But then when we
Hmm.
get older, we come to develop the ability to kind of be a little bit more aware.
Right,
And when you talk about those kids that give you the hard time, it's again we talk about projection and
right,
how they it seemed like they had to have all these type of mechanisms. It
right,
depends on who you talk to, how you grew up.
absolutely,
And these children, they grow up in so many different walks of life, and
right,
they have these mechanisms. When they get to school, it's like some people experience some a level of freedom when they attend school. Some people experience a level of resentment. Some people experience, them lashing out because they can't do it at home. There are certain ways they can't express themselves elsewhere, so they take it out on certain people in school. So I just
right.
wonder, was that the case for you?
Um, I'm assuming so. Like I think like me getting older and having my own therapeutic experiences and like I said, going to therapy myself and doing research, going to college, things like that. I learned some things. Like just I'm like, so maybe, because a lot of that stuff, like you said, it's important that we talk about those moments because a lot of those things can define some of the traumas and some of the things that you deal with as you get an adult. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of things that set the tone. Because, like I said, that was like where my innocence first kind of disappeared. Like it's like
Yes.
I didn't
Mm.
realize where like how I thought everybody was nice, and then when I got here, that was a shock to me.
And
Like,
right, you have the right to be naive. You have a naivete,
yes,
so that's a given. You can
yeah,
have that.
they
But
got rid of it right that fast.
what's funny? I don't know if you saw my interview with Scotty by Nature, but
Of
he
course.
was yeah. So he talked about how he was bullied, and like they was
Hmm.
really cruel to him. And that's when I asked him, and he admitted that that's why he became so defensive. A lot of times, and I was like, okay,
Exactly.
that resonates so much with me because it's like I always have a wall up. You know,
Hmm.
and a lot of people always say that you're a sweet person, but you don't let everybody see it. There's a reason.
Right.
Because I'm so fearful that they're going to take my kindness for weakness, and they have. I mean, some of them have.
Right.
I wonder, was that the case with you? You said that because you said your innocence has shifted. So can
Yeah.
you do that?
So basically, it made me more reclusive. So everybody, like
Yes,
the Carl
yes,
that y'all know now, yes, y'all see how I am now. We'll talk. I guess we'll talk about when the turning point happened. So
yes.
as you can see, the person that y'all see before me has always been the person I have, but this person went away for some time. And what happened was I kind of got more reclusive. Like I went most of middle school and half of high school, literally going to school, not talking to nobody, going home, and that was it. Like middle school and half of high school, it's just I didn't talk to anybody. Like I would just keep my head down. Stay. It was like go to school, stay out of trouble, don't stand out, don't bring any
Mm.
unnecessary attention to yourself. Because it scarred me. So yeah, that's all I remember about those early years. That I just didn't want to say nothing. I didn't share my true personality with anybody until I got to maybe like the 10th, 11th grade. I have a cousin that we were in the same grade. Mind you, we didn't even talk. I had a girlfriend.
Really?
So my girlfriend was
Oh,
she
oh,
was close to me.
okay. I was about to tell you. I was about to ask you that. Did you ever dip into the lady porn? So here we go. Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes. So I dated women like well, girls like in I guess middle school and what's called. But I guess I
Okay.
didn't really
Yeah.
start getting into like girlfriends and start doing more adult things with girls till I got to high school. My girlfriend was like one of my first childhood. We were best friends in middle school, and we ended up dating when we got to high school. Um,
Okay.
I had a couple of friends on. Shout out to my girl D. Rashawn who passed away.
Yeah.
He was
Rest
actually
in
one of
peace.
my best
Mhm.
friends too in at
Oh.
school.
Oh, so
So like
y'all grew up
yeah, we
together.
grew up together.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, which then my girlfriend didn't take over whatever. I wish she was here to tell y'all that story because my
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
hated her.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
but yeah, after that, that was where a little bit of my comfortability came in. Because she kind of brought it out of me because we could be ourselves around each other. So I was quiet around everybody, but not her. So she knew my personality, but nobody else did. I got family members that really didn't know my personality. Because like I said, I had a cousin that was in the same grade as me that she didn't really know either. So as I got doing more activities with my girlfriend, I started going around people and start, letting up a little bit. Then they like, oh, this person, Carl kind of funny a little bit. And I'm like, well, I've been this way, but y'all ain't nobody never took time to ask me. So I guess by mid high school, I opened up some more. So I was like, all right. Then everybody
Right.
like, you know what?
That usually
We
does
kind of
happen.
like Carl. And it's
Yeah,
like,
that usually
yeah,
does. Yeah, because that's
like where's
and
you been
again,
hiding this
yes.
person?
But hold on to that call because the high school is another level of self-discovery
Okay.
that we got to get into.
Yes.
Because it's all about self-discovery now. So now in junior high and around that time, did you join any clubs? Did you play any sports? Did you have any extracurricular
Yes.
activities going on?
So I was in what school? What are we starting at? Middle school. Middle school, I played football. And then when I got to high school, I ran track. And I played
Okay.
basketball. I sucked at that. I was just on the team, like literally. I don't know why. I just did it because they to me and my mama told me that's what boys supposed to be
This
doing.
voice thing. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta do it. I'm looking like child. I mean, football, I didn't mind because it was shower time. I get to see men naked. That's the only reason why I went, honestly. But I feel like I look cute in the uniform, so that's why I went. But I actually was good at football, so I was like,
Oh my
oh,
oh
and I'm kind
God.
of good at
Oh
it too. So why
God.
not?
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh my
Just to be
God.
honest, that was the only reason